My storyline is as you think, so shall you become. There is a girl whose name is Grace, and she's pursuing a Bachelor of Engineering. She's the kind of girl who always thinks about life so deeply, like why I'm here, what is life, what is the purpose of life. She comes from a very small town, but she has a thing to go beyond all limitations. As Bruce Lee has a saying, having no limitation as limitations. So here comes an important incident which would tell you the importance of right thinking and drawbacks of wrong thinking. One day, Grace is invited to a birthday party by her classmate. She is super excited about it, and then she started getting ready for the evening. She wore a beautiful red dress and black heels. She's looking amazing and gorgeous. Finally, she got ready to go to the place, and she comes down from her room and goes out on the road. She's waiting for an auto rickshaw. After a while, auto comes down, so then she quickly hopped on. It was a cloudy day, so by the evening, raining had started. Grace is new to the city, so she's admiring the whole journey and enjoying the rain. After a while, she has reached the place. She hesitantly goes to the venue and wonders if someone comes down and starts talking with her, then it would be amazing. Grace thinks that she's from a small town, so she's not that confident to go to anyone and initiate talking. So she quietly is standing in one corner and waiting that someone would come and initiate something. After a while, her classmate who invited her to the party comes down and says, "Hey Grace, how are you? Please come with me," she asked. She has introduced me to the group of people and said, "Grace, make yourself comfortable and enjoy the party." Then she goes away because obviously she has lots of things to do for the party. Grace is looking at everyone and wondering how they all smart and confident. Now she's started in her thought, why I'm here? I'm not smart enough to fit into the city life. I even can't talk about something. She's all negative in her thought until now. And everyone at the party happily talking about something or the other. And she quietly stood there but couldn't say anything. Whole time she couldn't speak a word with anyone after that. After the party, Grace goes back to her hostel. She's really upset about it and started crying. Grace shares her room with other two girls whose names are Sarah and Sophia. So her roommates saw her crying. Sarah has asked, "What happened, Grace? How was the party?" Grace is still in her thoughts and crying about it. Now, Sarah and Sophia both ask Grace to tell us about the matter, please. Finally, Grace calms down and she explained everything about the party. That's how she couldn't speak a word in front of the group, how dumb she is and all. After listening to Grace, Sarah says something magical and very true, which would help every one of us who has self-doubts about ourselves. So here it goes. Comparing lives is like comparing thumbprints. We may all have one, but no matter what, they will never be the same. Your thumbprint is yours. Instead of comparing it to the others, embrace its uniqueness. Stop worrying about whether you are further ahead than others, whether you are as successful as them, have as much as them, or handle things as much as them. No one else on earth has your combination of genes, circumstances, parents, upbringing, or memories. Those are yours, so you can't really screw them up. Remember that. It's your life. You can't screw it up. It's yours. Your only job is to make decisions about what you want to do with it. Make your own mark. One that is unique to you. One that is yours. Stop worrying about the mark someone else is making. That is theirs. Create your own version of a great life. Whether it's being defined as making a great difference, living well, overcoming your own internal struggles, or simply being a great friend. You can't do it wrong. It's yours.